here in the Bahamas.
We are going to make it right.
If you became a millionaire, would you keep working? You know?
The commander is here.
What's going on right now is California's trying to figure out.
Don't eat.
Something got popped in the butt.
Yeah. Oh, I can.
It is me. It is me, everybody. He is coming. I'm watching him run down the hallway. Man, that speed. That has to be 4.4 speed. Easily.
Oh, man. This is morning jog. Welcome to BitBoy Crypto. Look at this. Am I tall today?
You're stretched. That sprint stretched you out.
Look at that. Ooh, it felt nice and stretched today. Like that, okay. I did. You know what I did yesterday, Tim?
What did you do?
Do you know what a board bench press is?
I do, yes.
Or a block. You know, block.
Yeah. But you put the board in your chest.
I did 315 on it yesterday.
Come on.
So I'm that close to getting in real life. 315.
Come
Oh, no,
on.
I've already got one that's already half drank. It's on my desk. Purple will be good, though. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, juice it up, Nick. Welcome to BitBoy Crypto. home of the BitSquad, largest and greatest crypto community in all the interwebs. No channel runs harder to keep you in the know about crypto. My name is Bill. We come to you live every single day, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Nice belly. What do you, I mean, guys, is this like, I mean, what is this belly y'all talk about? This is peak performance, what it is.
It is.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, I'm looking swole today. Guys, you pay big money, you expect the results. Thank you for that, Nick. Allison's out today, or she's here. She's doing other stuff. So Nick brought me my, what are we calling this drink now?
I have no idea.
The powdery water, the cloudy water, the protein.
Yeah.
That's what they call it. My dad's in the house today.
Ooh.
Yeah, old Charlie. He came in today. So he's here. I hadn't been here in a little bit. So definitely glad to see him. There it is. Thank you, Nick. Ooh, man, this is tough, me having a timer to get on the show on time.
It's true.
I feel like my dad's here. It's cool because it's like Tim's become my parent.
Yeah.
Tim's making me be here.
So when you say your dad's here, you were talking about me?
No, Tim.
Okay, true.
No, Tim. Win 190 pounds. 185 is my goal, but I don't know if I'll ever get down there. Gary Gensler says me and him have the same physique. Wait, but I thought once upon a time been promised to only wear professional shirts on stream. Well, the thing is when they start the show and I'm not on it, I just got to come in wearing whatever I got on. So that's it. All right, here we go. What are we talking about today? What's going on in the markets? Anything? Do we know?
Gotta get them out.
Yeah, got it. Here's the homepage. Let's see what's going on here. We got 1.4 thousand people. Me and CZ. I tell you guys this. I sent CZ a message on Twitter, and he gave me a thumbs up. That's a big deal.
That is a big deal.
Big deal. We love CZ. Big fan of CZ here. Let's see here. Don't forget to check out our awesome channels. We got Frankie Candles coming up on 50K. We got BitLab Academy at 7.39K. We got Around the Blockchain 19.6. Oh, Around the Blockchain is about to hit 20K.
Yeah.
How about that? Wow. Blockchain Basement at 12.9K, not too far behind. And Forever for Enemies, of course, my son's channel, All Man Sports 1.14. And then we also have Hidden Network and NFT Alpha. You guys want to check that out. Guys, don't forget to check out Forever for Enemies. This is me and Wendy. What is this look Wendy's doing? Do you think Wendy's flattered at that look?
No.
No.
I feel like Wendy's didn't have a problem with that, but
What about this episode? What about the one we did in the pool?
Yeah, how's it doing? How's the reviews going?
How are the reviews going?
Well, what's the comparison of the views compared to other podcasts?
I don't know. 3.8 thousand. There. Oh, a lot.
Okay,
people
good.
love me without a shirt on.
They
love it.
That was the week.
Should I just take my shirt off right now?
Oh my
I don't want to do
gosh.
that. Yes.
That was the week.
I don't want y'all's
different
girlfriends
ideas.
to like get up in a tizzy. What?
I was very proud of that idea. To get you
it was
guys
a
in the
great
pool.
idea.
Yeah.
Wendy's actually come in next week. We're going to be doing more episodes.
Yeah.
We're trying to. We got John Vibes coming on for an interview. It's a very special episode. Very serious episode we're going to be filming.
Okay.
We had previously filmed it in Estonia, but the audio was messed up. So we're going to do a full interview with John Vibes. John Vibes is someone very special to me. He helps me write my books. John Vibes has been one of my script writers for 4 years. And he has a disease, guys. It's a very serious eating disorder. Some of you may be familiar with. It's called ARFID. And John Vibes does have ARFID. So we're going to bring him on. We're going to talk. If you guys didn't know, I also have ARFID.
Yeah, I wasn't here when you laid that out. What is ARFID?
Avoidant restrictive food intake disorder, which means I have restrictions on what I eat.
Yeah.
And I avoid certain foods.
Aren't we all on the spectrum of that though?
I don't know if you're talking about the food eating disorder spectrum, Tim. That sounds a little rude.
I feel like we're all a little bit there.
I mean, maybe a little bit, but I mean, ARFID's a very serious eating disorder, guys. Me and John Vibes have it. And we're also looking for, I don't know if we found one yet, but we are looking for an OnlyFans foot model.
Ooh.
That's what we're looking at to come live in the studio and interview. So if you guys know, what is that? Oh, bring that, Allison. That looks much better. Allison's back. This is my new water juice. Water juice? Thank you, Allison. Thank you. What kind? A little chunky? What kind is it? Cherry Nerds water with a cherry
Oh.
propel in it.
Well,
Tastes
you're-
like an icy.
you were
Tastes
hy-
like a melted icy.
You're pretty hydrated today.
Guys, gotta say, I mean, I played pickleball for 5 hours last night.
It was crazy.
5 hours of pickleball. We did 2 hours of training and then 3 hours of playing. I did not break my paddle, but I did throw it twice. I get so mad playing pickleball. Like it's embarrassing how angry.
No,
I get.
last night. I mean, I was exhausted because I was out there for them while they were training. They did like a tournament afterwards, which I want to hear how the tournament went. But towards the end there, I was just falling apart.
Yeah.
It was rough. But we take it seriously here. We're gonna be all ranked 5s here in about a year.
We are for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, guys. Yeah, we are looking just the foot. That's right. We are looking for a foot only foot model. No nudes. We don't want someone who's doing nudes on OnlyFans. If you're doing that on OnlyFans, support to you. I mean, thank you for your service. But what I'm saying is, we just want someone that's their job. I mean, a female, obviously, a foot model to come in for an interview. We talk about it a lot on the show on Forever Frenemies. It's because I don't know, like Wendy's got weird thing where people want her to take pictures of her feet and send them. So
Ben, do you remember Smay?
yeah, of course.
Smay did some foot modeling and actually made some money.
No way.
True story.
No way.
Hand over my heart. True story. Smay tricked people. He had like a fake. He made it look like he did the AI to make him look like a girl, and then did feet pics. And he eventually got kicked off. I don't know what. I don't remember how he got kicked off, but yeah.
Crypto Bitbull, we don't want you. Pickleball is only for people that are too old for tennis.
Sounds
No,
like a person that's not good at pickleball.
Yeah, it sounds like something that's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you play pickleball with Rick Ross? Well, Rick Ross does own a professional pickleball team. We are looking into purchasing a professional pickleball team. It is true. But look, if you are actually BitBoy lose some weight and he's in a tank top talking about models. It's a good comment. Feet or a security man. If you do know someone who is a foot model that would be interested in coming in studio and doing a live interview with me and Wendy, send them to info@hitnetwork.com, please. Thank you. My kids friendly. Guys, what's not family friendly about a foot model? Is that where we're at in life? That we think a foot model is not family friendly? Where are you following that, Tim?
I would say if to you a foot model is not family friendly,
you have issues.
It sounds like it's you, that have the problem. Feet are feet,
Look, guys, they did a whole Seinfeld episode on hand modeling. What are y'all partist? Are you a partist? Are you partist?
No.
I'm not partist.
Yeah.
Not racist. Not homophobic.
No.
Not sexist. Definitely not body partist. Thank you, guys. All right, moving on, guys. Let's go to the markets. And I got some supposedly inside info about Binance. I did talk about it last night on Twitter a little bit, but I can't wait till we get to the Binance story because I got I said CZ reacted to a message I sent him, but it has nothing to do with CZ. I didn't get this info from him. He didn't give me any information. Just a thumbs up. That's all he gave me. So, but we will have some inside info from what I'm being told from someone who is in the know about Binance US. Some really interesting stuff. So he said, "LOL, talk to the foot." That would be a great line. Do you remember Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Yeah.
Like you watch some of his movies. Oh, there's my dad. Like, let me tell you what we did when I was a kid. My father's 100% responsible for this. My dad had me watching like Arnold Schwarzenegger rated R movies when I was like 10. Okay.
There you go.
He would cover my eyes when there was nudity, just so y'all know. Except for the one time on Total Recall. That's a long story. Okay. So every Friday night, we go to my dad's house, or every other Friday night, and we would go to the video store and we would pick out a video, maybe 2 videos.
Okay.
It was always, every single weekend, it was either Arnold Schwarzenegger, it was Sylvester Stallone, it was Jean-Claude Van Damme.
So this is solid.
Steven Seagal.
Yeah.
That was it. We watched all those movies. Under Siege, T2, Demolition Man. We watched Hard Target. We watched every single one of those movies.
There we go.
That's what we did. Do you remember the movie Time Cop? Time Cop,
No.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
No.
Okay, it's a scene where he literally takes his foot. Now, I can't kick very high. And he holds his foot like really high in the air. The guy's running. And the guy, like, the foot, he's running and he stops. The foot's like an inch from his face. That would be a great line where he could have said, "Talk to the foot." Like, talk to the hand, talk to the foot. So make a comment in there. Darth Mike knows what I'm talking about. Okay. All right. Moving on here. 25,636 cryptos, 641 exchanges, 1.106 trillion. So we are up a little bit from yesterday. 25 billion in volume. Bitcoin dominance right at the exact. The Bitcoin Ethereum dominance has not changed in one day. We've got this 11 Paraguays sending an e-transaction. All right. Here we go. Getting into. Is Frank coming on today, by the way? Oh, Kelly is coming on.
Kelly's coming
Kelly
on.
does Fridays, right?
Yep.
We got Bitcoin coming in 26,596, down slightly from yesterday, basically sideways action. Ethereum is now down over the last 7 days more than Bitcoin. Interesting. Nothing else really in the red. XRP up 2%. Dogecoin up 1.8%. It's interesting because you remember looking at the top 10, the only one that really couldn't be considered a security other than Bitcoin would be Dogecoin, or that hasn't been so far. And it's up. And you have XRP up, which is very interesting. We talked about this a little bit last night. Tim, you know what I just realized? You're going to have to relate to somebody about the thumbnail for the video tonight, for the portfolio video. Yeah. I did not go that direction. I did something totally different.
You did? Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if you already had them doing that.
We'll talk afterwards.
Yeah, while we're on here, I wanted to mention it before I forget, though.
Yeah, this is all access show. I mean,
you guys see. I mean, Tim's my new assistant. They call him.
Yeah,
that's what they call him.
Some call me Allison.
That's what they say. They think you are Allison. They think you're stretching around with the.
Yeah, I got skills.
You're reaching.
I got skills.
I'm gonna stop. Buy algo at 12 cents. We made 2 changes in our portfolio this week. We did add a little bit more of algo. That's one of the changes. So you got to find out what we sold, though. This is good stuff. Cherry nerds. 0 calories, by the way. I'm sure it's got no additives. 0 calories. It tastes sweet. Okay. But you were one thing we were talking about was Robinhood is delisting all of those coins that are considered to be securities by the SEC. Render token up 5.81%. Pepe up. XDC up again. Mutable X up. ICP up. How about that? XRP up. That's about it. 1% gainers. I mean, a lot of sideways action today. Nothing really that major, of course. So let's look for the week. For the week, we got Terra Classic, Stacks, XRP. XRP, your third biggest gainer. I want to know what the XRP army thinks about. This is Gary Gensler. Gary Gensler, this is your drink. I'm drinking, okay? What people thought about the video last night about that crazy news where the IPO private equity markets of XRP almost doubled in the last week. Very interesting. These pre-IPO shares. Ben, would Jim and I be interested in fixing a big flaw in their system, or competitors would be more interested in that info? Do you have Twins' number? I do have Twins' number. It's 2. They're twins. There's 2 of them. Did somebody else laugh at that? There's somebody snickering in the back. That was a funny joke. Thanks, guys.
They got you though. It's all on Twitter. They got you.
They got me
with your interview with Aaron.
Interview with Aaron,
and you called him Austin.
Oh yeah, that. Oh,
they got you.
I will not be here next Friday, Clinton. I will be in Charlotte on Friday. We have our meetup Friday night. So, I'm probably gonna. Oh, did you get that super chat earlier?
The
yellow one for later?
Yes, yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll be Charlotte meetup. I'll be gone a couple days next week, probably. I think I'm not going to be back on Tuesday. I'm going to leave after show Monday, be back Wednesday. Well, I'm going to be back here in the studio Tuesday afternoon, but it's going to be too early for me to leave on Sunday or on Tuesday to get back in time. Monday, we're meeting with we're trying to secure our lobbyist for Bitcoin, and we are also meeting with one that'll be a major partner of Bitcoin, having dinner with in Washington, D.C. on Monday night. Yeah, Robinhood delisting ADA.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. I wonder how the Cardano people feel, man. Like, they thought, I just, so many of these Cardano people thought that they were untouchable. And I just keep trying to tell y'all. So I'm telling y'all now about the XRP case. I think it's going to be over. I think it's going to be great. We're looking at a lot of positive signs. But you just can't trust the government. You just can't trust them. The thing is become the USSR. There's no question about it. I mean, do you feel like that? We're becoming the USSR?
Well, I mean, speaking of the USSR, I don't even know if this made it into the stories today, but did you see, what is it, Esper Bank or whatever?
Yeah.
The largest bank in Russia?
Sberbank.
Sberbank, yeah. I think I looked it up. I think it's pronounced Esper Bank, but
is it?
Sberbank is more fun.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah, so they're now going crypto friendly, and God, it's like Russia's going crypto friendly while Russia's going freedom friendly while America is going the other direction. It's weird. Like it is really crazy. Like it's not even funny. It's like when you think about the people who have gone before us that died for this country for freedom, fighting people like the USSR and Russia, and this is where we are.
Stupid question, but what do we do if they eliminate our off ramps in the U.S.? What options do we have? Peer to peer? I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, I think they'll have on off ramps. They'll just all be ridiculously centralized, and through government agencies, you have to do it.
Well, and then we got FTX restarting, right? Is that on here today?
I don't know. I don't think so.
That's what they say. I mean,
Wow.
Let's see, FTX. If FTX restarts, we need to start leaving this country. I mean, it's very scary if that happens. I saw this. FTX U.S. judge expresses doubts about parallel Bahamian bankruptcy.
Who's that story by? The one that says that they're smart.
It says that they're smart?
Look, scroll up right there. Futurism. FTX made a very smart investment that may be able to pay back its customers.
It's buzzy AI startup Anthropic, brought to you by Anthropic. Okay. This was on Twitter. I think it was Watcher Guru. But you never know if this stuff is real or not. You never know if they're just reposting news that was like weeks ago and they're reposting it again, or if it's let's see here. Was it them? What's the other one? What's the other one that starts with a whale something?
Oh, the one that's purple?
Yeah.
That guy, I'm not gonna lie. That guy, sometimes he hits it on the head, but sometimes he posts things that are like a year old.
That's what I was saying.
Whale, yeah, that guy. Yeah, it's very hit and miss with him.
Yeah, here it is. Breaking. FTX plans to restart crypto exchange in Q3 or Q4. But I went in and didn't see anything.
Yeah, that's definitely something we're gonna need to see another source say it before I believe it.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I agree with that. Okay. All right. Let's go and bring Kelly on.
Let's do it. Get headphones on.
Whoa. This guy got a haircut?
I got it all cut, baby.
Bro, you look good, dude. I'm a little
I'm making that move. I'm making that move to Atlanta. I had to come in for my boy. I had to get that jawline crisped out. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa, dude. Dang. Kelly. Hey, I'm gonna have to tell my wife that, I might have a thing for Kelly. And she'll be like, hey, who's Kelly? I'll be like, I work with him.
He said that you're appendage agnostic, so you're not an appendageist. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I think it's funny what you just said about Russia, because on the BitLab live stream about 30 minutes ago or so, I was talking with Bill Noble, and we were making that sort of correlation as well. It's crazy how much we've fought on a global trade war, Cold War, World War II. Everything that we've done has been under the guise of moving towards freedom. Yeah. And I'm ex Air Force. I'm ex military. I'm retired from the military, in fact. And so I actually did a post about this on Twitter the other day about, I wanted to believe that I was, and I still feel like I'm a patriot, but I feel like the definition of patriot is different. And I feel like it's silly that we have to now explain how and in what ways we are a patriot, because as it is right now, government's not realizing that Bitcoin is the ultimate exposition of what freedom is. And our Constitution is centered around what freedom and the supports of those freedoms are. In a way, money is it's a transmittal of information. It's a transmittal of the resources and time that you've used to accumulate that. In a way, it's a form of speech. By limiting people being able to be involved with Bitcoin, you are limiting their ability to have freedom and their ability to have free speech, the ability to communicate and transmit and trade. It's just ridiculous what's going on right now. Regulation through enforcement is the furthest thing from freedom that I can think of right now, because there's no clear path, So what do? We got to look at some charts. We got to look at some data. We got to make some educated guesses, right?
Well, let's do it. Let's check them out. I agree.
Let's go ahead and check it out. So first step here, I want to just look at, we always got to take a look at the short-term holder cost basis when we're trying to figure out, especially if the trend is somewhat questionable about where we're at and is there strength, is there weakness? Once we start getting below short-term holder realized price, as we've seen right here, this has proven to be the start of very strong downtrends, and it's been the resistance point until which we can actually break through. And we actually have already tested this on that initial pullback we had in November. But then again, right here, where we're literally teetering on the edge of freedom. As I feel like I'm about to sing. I'm about to sing that old
Lee
Cher song.
Greenwood.
I'm on the edge of glory. But point being here is, we want this to be an uptrend. And I talked about this with Bill as well. In bull trends, you buy the dip, you sell the rip, meaning you buy in a bull trend when it dips, bull trend, dip, buy, take profit, buy, take profit. For people that are actively trading, if you're doing longer term investing, of course, you try to identify good buy zones, which we outlined this all in BitLab Academy as well. We have 20 lessons in the on-chain data course. How do you identify where there's good zones of accumulation? We've had that back here. The question is this a situation that you buy the dip and, buy the dip? I think in all honesty, although this does look like a bullish trend because we have higher highs, higher low, higher high, is this going to be a higher low? I feel like because of the global context right now, and because of more specifically, Gary Gensler's complete misappropriation of himself even being a human, we can see that there's such a lack of certainty and questionability about not just looking at the charts, but actually looking at what the context surrounding what people's decisions are going to be right now, that I don't look at this as really, this isn't an absolute buy the dip scenario. We have to protect our capital somewhat. And if we look at this on the Bitcoin chart, we can actually see this playing out. And I'm going to pull up just traditional indicators here on this one so everybody can follow along. What we can see is a rise. We broke out, sure, but we have a rising wedge that we had a little false breakout, come back into it. Rising wedges typically break out bearishly. Now, this is further exemplifying the uncertainty here because we have this rising wedge, but the price action coming into this is a falling channel. This is a bullish structure. So we have a bullish structure within a larger bearish structure coming up to this line right here that we outlined a few weeks ago, the middle of June, which let's talk about it. June 13th. Okay. I know that I've gotten, issues before with the court where I had to have a court date set. The court date usually took 6 to 8 months to a year to happen. How the hell did Binance have this charge brought against them? And now they have a court date on June 13th. What else is June 13th? Hinman documents coming out. What else is June 13th? We have the Financial Means and Services Committee or something meeting on digital assets on June 13th. We also have the FOMC 13th and 14th, all leading into this, absolute catastrophe of certainty right now. So what I would really suggest, regardless of any TA, now's the time to really make sure that you understand what your risk exposure is. Are you comfortable with it? Are you very scared? If you're very scared right here, you're probably too exposed. You probably don't have the right sort of diversification in your portfolio. The other thing to consider here is that I wanted to bring up, I had the chart up, let me bring this up, totals, is because of everything going on with the altcoin market, we need to be very vigilant about, even if you think you don't like Bitcoin, you only hold altcoins, which one I will say is probably silly because Bitcoin is the safest digital asset because of the market cap and the amount of the time that it's been around. But we have a strong possibility. Of the dominance breaking through this 48% sort of range that we've been in for 2 years. And why do I say this? Not only are we near the top, but if there's uncertainty around altcoins, and there's on ramps and off ramps closing, like for instance on Binance, USDT was closed on Binance. I think it was today or yesterday. There's a high probability that people are going to start moving some of their capital, maybe not entirely out of crypto, but at least some of it to Bitcoin. There's more strength in the certainty of Bitcoin right now, as well as how it's looking in the charts. Everything is the bottom is sort of falling out because of the certainty in those other assets. So we've got to pay attention to this. If this does start moving up sharply, we may be seeing a lot more pressure and liquidity flowing out of the altcoin market. So I just wanted to urge caution right now. The only other thing I'll show is in terms of charts is on the Cardano chart. Actually, that's not the chart. let me go back on the Cardano chart. You know, we saw the data coming out with Robinhood closing off the on ramps there. Well, we can see. Look at this. I mean, we fell right out of this rising wedge. What did it do? Break bearish. That's what they typically do. But if we look at this on this chart right here, where's the chart? This chart right here. I mean, I was outlining the last few days on the BitLab stream. Once we lost this level, not only did we lose a level, we came up, retested the level above it, got rejected. This was laid out in the charts for us despite the news. And then as we come down right here, I was talking about yesterday on the BitLab stream that this may be likely if this breaks down, which just looks like it will. Why? Because we have a down, sideways, down, sideways, down, sideways, down. I do think that Cardano has a very high probability of coming down to this 30-cent mark. So that's all I really wanted to share here. There's a number of other things I could go into, but it doesn't, it's all about just pace yourself. If you want to know more, if you're feeling lost in the markets, come check out BitLab Academy. You can still use Give Me 30 at checkout for the all access to courses, 30% off. You just come over here to start your education for free. There is beginners stuff. Yes, we have a lot of free education for beginners. Come over here and just come right here to start for free. Or if you want the all access, go right here. Give Me 30. That's all I got. That's all I got. Yeah, everybody just protect your capital.
Thank you, Kelly. Appreciate it. Definitely always good to get your insight. You guys make sure to check out BitLab Academy. Check out his channel. He's doing a phenomenal job. And he's coming down here full time to live.
Yes.
He's been going back and forth between here and New York, but
I'm
he's here.
so
Wait,
excited.
are you here today or is that a set?
Sunday. No, this is a set.
God, that's good, man. That's the real set. Oh, look at that guy. Whoa. Whoa. Kelly looks good in all black. Kelly just looking good today. I'm impressed with you, man. All right.
I appreciate you, my brother.
Have a great weekend, man. Let's go to the club when you get here.
I do. Let's do it. Pop the bottles of that water.
All right, man. Have a great day. We'll see you, Kelly. Bye. Me and Kelly are not really going to the club. That's the joke, guys. The only bottle I'm popping is a Propel.
You meant Sam's Club, right? You guys go to Sam's Club?
Yeah, we buy everything in bulk.
Yeah. True.
Nothing like, 128 ounce bottle of ketchup. You know what I mean? Nothing like it.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and move on, guys. Moving on to headlines here. U.S. House Committee releases new stablecoin bill draft. Draft bill is set to go before the House Committee for discussion on June 13th, and if could become the first example of crypto legislation in America. The U.S. Financial Services Committee has released the third draft of the stablecoin bill, presented by Patrick McHenry. It's bipartisan. The bill further discusses legislation regarding who can issue stablecoins and requirements of a payment stablecoin. Be the first comprehensive guide. It also proposes a 2-year moratorium for collateralized stablecoins from the date of enactment. Do you know what a collateralized stablecoin is?
Collateralized?
Mm-hmm.
No, not off the top of my head.
I think that it's not the what we generally know call them. They're algorithmic stablecoins. They're like UST.
Oh, okay.
That's what they want.
Okay.
They want no stablecoins that are algorithmic. So
look at that. That was right there. That was for free. You just gave up that information for free.
Well, I've been talking about it for 6 months now. That's what they go. They don't want another Terra Luna. That's the long and the short of it.
Yeah.
Anyways, it'll be very interesting to see what happens there with that. Because I've said we don't like algorithmic stablecoins here. You have the JED from Cardano, but that's actually kind of a protocol. We haven't seen one work well. We haven't seen one where people have not been hurt. We haven't seen that. Algorithmic stablecoins in general, they just don't do well in the markets. We've invested in some. They didn't really work. They didn't, we didn't get a profit on any of them. We lost money on them. And then you have the UST debacle. You have other elastic supply coins, stable coins that have, went bust as well. So anyways. All right. What else does this say? The previous version issued on April 24th, focusing on stablecoin payments. So there we go. All right. But my whole point was why I was not that concerned about the algorithmic stablecoin ban for 2 years was because we haven't seen one work yet. And I don't know if we're going to see one work even in the next 2 years anyways. So maybe we need to get the rest, get the rest working right, get the crypto regulation correct, and then maybe one can come in and work. So, all right. Is Algo an algorithmic stablecoin? No. Algorand is not an algorithmic stablecoin. No. It's not an algorithmic coin. I don't really know where the word algo factors in. I'm sure it has something to do with their consensus, I would think, probably. If you would have asked me at some point, I probably knew this, and I can't recall right now. Venture firms accuse Curve founder of elaborate fraud. Parify Digital Opportunities, Framework Ventures, and 1KX allege that Curve founder Michael Egorov carried out an elaborate fraudulent scheme that lasted 6 months. Egorov is accused of lying, luring the plaintiffs to invest in his company. He then allegedly used their money to boost the value of Curve, denied them their promised shares, and fled to Switzerland, renouncing his U.S. residency. All this was done to keep the profits for himself, leaving the plaintiffs out in the cold. To justify their blatant forum shopping, plaintiffs concocted a new and compelling story painting Egorov as an evil villain who duped 3 naive VC firms, giving up trade secrets, such as the names of widely known investors and $1 million invested funds that Swiss Stake probably offered to return, Egorov's lawyers said in the filing. So there we go. Gemini has low volume, but if you can buy and sell spot on Gemini with 0 fees, would you use Gemini if you're worried about the government's overreach? We do use Gemini, actually. We use Gemini. Gemini is actually, I want to say, the main exchange we use because they have institutional and custody accounts that work for our corporate accounts. Very easy. It takes forever to get one with Coinbase. So there you go. All right. BitGo to acquire 100% of equity in Prime Trust parent following Ladder's bankruptcy rumors. So I was telling you guys, Prime Trust was going insolvent. Swan Bitcoin, of course, gigantic scam company. Hey guys, not your keys, not your crypto. By the way, let us hold your Bitcoin. Absolute idiocy and hypocritical nature of Corey Clipston, aka McGruber, over there. Don't trust an exchange or somebody with bad hair. We've learned that lesson over and over again. If you were in Swan Bitcoin, you need to cut it like Corey needs to cut his hair. And then maybe, I don't know, maybe he can make a bomb out of your hair and a braid and a piece of gum, just like McGruber. So BitGo said the acquisition would allow BitGo to offer a full suite of solutions to institutional clients and fintech companies. Rumors circulated June 7th, suggesting that a custodian in crypto many believed to be Prime Trust was on the verge of bankruptcy. A lot of people believe it was Prime Trust. Now, what's interesting is Ben Trust had actually sent me. Here we go. We have this low IQ comment by Carlos Martins. He says, "Ben decreasing day by day. Price of Bitcoin going down. Have you seen the market, you idiot? What you think Bitcoin's going to pump while everything else is going down and we have all these SEC actions? Why don't you be intellectually honest, Carlos, and say, oh, the whole market has been on a slide for a week now, but you're too dumb to do it. You're too dumb, Carlos. El estúpido. That's what they call you. Okay, thank you. Okay, all right, moving on here. Banks cut fiat on-ramps for Binance US. Dollar deposits suspended. Okay, here's where you guys are going to get our secret inside info tip of the day here. And I want to say this before I even give you what that is. I cannot vouch 100% to the validity of what I'm going to tell you, other than to say what I have been told from someone who is on the inside. Crypto exchange Binance US has informed users that US dollar deposits will be suspended and the banks providing fiat dollar on-ramps will sever services as early as June 13th, just a few days after the SEC slapped Binance and its chief exec with a lawsuit. Binance US added that it had planned to transition to a crypto-only exchange and reiterated that it maintains one-to-one reserves for all customer assets. The SEC has taken to using extremely aggressive and intimidating tactics in its pursuit of an ideological campaign against American digital asset industry. Binance.us and our business partners have not, let's get the whole story here, have not been spared in the use of these tactics, which has created challenges for the banks with whom we work. As a result, in an effort to protect our customers and platform today, we are suspending USD deposits and notifying customers that our banking partners are preparing to pause fiat withdrawal channels as early as June 13th, 2023. We encourage customers to take appropriate action with their USD. Our priority is, and has always been, our customers. We are taking these proactive steps as we for a time transition to a crypto-only exchange. This is your key line right here, guys. This is your key line. We are taking these proactive steps as we, for a time, transition to a crypto-only exchange. That's not what the headline said, was it? To be clear, we maintain one-to-one, yada, yada, yada. Okay, so here we go. What I've been told is that all that's going on is this is a transition period. Right now, Binance is in the final stages, Binance.us in the final stages of closing a deal with a new banking partner in the United States. Who could that be? I don't know. It's a ballsy bank, I'll tell you that much. If they're willing to go against what the SEC and the traditional banking and the bribes from the banking system to Gary Gensler, are doing. I can't wait till somebody can find that paper trail. When somebody finds that paper trail between Goldman Sachs and Gary Gensler, prison time for that cul-de-sac.
What if they're related to the people that know something about Ripple? I mean, the video we made yesterday.
Yeah, you know what? I was thinking the exact same thing. I was thinking the exact same thing. Do we have plans to sell Bitcoin on more exchanges? Thanks. Why would you go sell Bitcoin? We are working on a major exchange. We should have the news by that in a week. The only thing I will add is a caveat is in the paperwork for this. I'm not going to say we've certainly not hit a snag. I think we're going to have the paperwork done by the beginning of next week, but they are requesting some paperwork we've got to provide. So if it does not come next week, if it's the week after, then that will be why. But I believe we'll have it done on time. So I think by the end of next week, you guys will see. We're also working on another major exchange. We told you we're only doing tier 1 exchanges. So only top 15 and up. So we should have news on one of those by the end of next week. And then the other one could be a little bit further out. Not sure exactly timeline, or who knows. That one could speed up and even be before this one. But I don't think we want to do it that way. We want to stagger them the correct way. Watch it be Truist Bank.
Wow.
If it's Truist Bank, I'm out on Binance. I can tell you that much. Okay. All right. If you don't like it, leave. CZ's message to employees after SEC leaks chat logs. This is interesting here. Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao has issued a... Dang it. Did not mean to do that. Dang it. Did not mean to do that either. All right. Oh, where did this go? Where are we at? Okay, here it is. Sorry. We had some technical issues. CZ has issued a warning to employees regarding their internal communications, according to reports, following the lawsuit from the SEC on Monday. Everything you see could end up in court, he said. During their conversations, the employees privately discussed dumping their BNB tokens before they tanked and glibly admitted to operating an unlicensed securities exchange, much in line with the SEC's allegations against Binance. Now, here's a question. If you work for Binance and you own BNB, are you allowed to sell it? I mean, obviously, right? You have to be allowed to sell coins. If you work for Binance, you're not permanently locked in to selling to owning BNB, right? So I don't know. Interesting. Let's see. During the conversation, talked about that. Glibly admitted to operating an unlicensed securities exchange, much in line with the SEC's allegations. Once again, I want to see the full context there. Evidence from SEC case against Binance, including internal chat logs between Sam Lin, the former lead compliance, and Alivin, previously head of biz dev. First, their convo about equity bonuses, where Sam talks about risks of holding BNB. Let's see. BNB can suck at any day. Let's see if there's a full. We can click on the whole thing here. BNB sucka any day can go to zero. Then he says we're operating as an effing unlicensed securities exchange in the USA, bro. These are text messages, by the way, it looks like. No, these are text messages?
It's hard to say.
Well, these are phone numbers, right? Or no? Yeah, these are got to be phone numbers.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. You're not alone in this sinking ship. If it sinks, is bro his last name? Alvin. Oh, they spelled it in the article wrong. It is Alvin. I thought that was weird. Alivin? What? Are we going to lose all our on-ramps, off-ramps for fiat? Coinbase or Gemini could be next. To be honest, I'm getting worried. We could. It's possible. Remember this, 1 Bitcoin always equals 1 Bitcoin, whether you can take it out in cash or not. But what I will tell you is, I don't think, guys, I want you to think about this. The SEC right now is making accusations, and Congress is backing up the companies. So how are these going to get the only play here for the banks is the on-off ramps through literally kind of like this. Like if you are on strike at a company and you cross the line, your union or your group of workers, they shun you forever. They hate you at that point. That's kind of what we're seeing in crypto, I think, right now with these banks, is that if you want to stay in the banking club, you better say screw crypto. However, the ones who are brave enough to stand up and say, no, you're not going to tell us what to do, they will be the ones that cash massively in the bull run. So there we go. Those are Singaporean phone numbers, by the way. Singapore code is +65. So how about that? Let's see. Like a Titanic. Sam notes he feels the risk reward isn't balanced out. I mean, guys, I don't. I mean, there's just two guys chatting, is what I see here. Anyways, all right. Is Crypto.com SEC's next target? $65 million sent to Binance raises red flags. Interesting. Recently, there's been speculation in the digital asset community that SEC may sue Crypto.com, popular exchange, financial service provider. This comes after the SEC filed similar lawsuits against two other major exchanges for selling securities without proper registration. Crypto T, how about that? Talked to her the other day. Crypto T, a pseudonymous crypto enthusiast. Is she pseudonymous, really? I mean, she puts her face everywhere. Don't you think to be pseudonymous, you have to like wear a mask or not be known who you are?
You know, some people struggle with definitions of words. And
yeah, they really do.
So.
They really do. Anonymous would be completely add-on. Nobody knows who you are. Pseudonymous would be like, you know, like Satoshi Nakamoto.
Yeah.
Like, we have some things about him in real life. We just can't figure out who he is. That's pseudonymous. Crypto T, we know who she is. She literally if you literally go to her Twitter, literally her face is her profile picture. She started out on TikTok. I know that. There she is. Is that pseudonymous? These people, is that pseudonymous? I don't think that's pseudonymous, guys.
Words are hard sometimes.
Words are very difficult. Words are very difficult. It was very interesting because when I started reading this article, I said to myself, I wonder if they're going to use that tweet from her where she said Crypto.com could be next. And sure enough, they did. There it is. Yeah. She pointed out the SEC specifically named tokens that are sold on Crypto.com as securities. Moreover, the U.S. The U.S. base exchange has launched its token, CRO, and offers. Crypto.com is not based in the United States. What? Why would they say this? Crypto.com is not based in the United States. This is asinine.
Who's the article?
Singapore,
by?
I think, or Hong Kong. Singapore. Why is it I know more than the crypto news? Crypto.com is a cryptocurrency exchange based in Singapore. As of May 2022, the company had 50 million customers and 4,000 employees. Guys, there isn't even a Crypto.com US version. You can use certain parts of Crypto.com. You cannot use the exchange. So I have a Crypto.com card that I use. I love my Crypto.com card. They made it harder to get. It's never been a US company. Like, what in the world? You thought they were in Hong Kong? I think they were, and then they moved to Singapore is what I think it was. Pseudonymous, writing or written under a false name. So I go by BitBoy Crypto. Does that make me pseudonymous? Is that right, Tim? Am I pseudonymous now? Anyone on Twitter that does not use it, we actually did move my Twitter to my real name because it was easier to get verified back in the day. But everybody knows me as BitBoy Crypto. My name is Ben, obviously. I tell you guys that. BitBoy Crypto is a character I created, not me, a superhero. Which, I don't know, just saying. But the point is that if that's pseudonymous, then almost every account on Twitter is pseudonymous. Would you agree with that?
Theoretically, yeah.
BitLord, he's pseudonymous. I can't with these people. Okay. Let's see about us. There's no crypto.com or crypto.com/US or crypto.us or anything like that. Now they did name Stable Center in LA, right? But that's not the same thing. Very interesting. Furthermore, this is Bitcoinist. Of course, it would be a maxi that would get this information wrong. Furthermore, in the early hours of the morning, a large crypto.com user sent a significant amount of funds to Binance. According to Archimintel, it transferred 30,000 ETH worth roughly 55.2 million. In addition to this, the user also sent 10 million in Tether. Yeah, could you use a pseudonym? It's called a username. It's called a username. It's a profile on Twitter. How many people have their real name on Twitter? How many? There's only one real name per real name. If your name is Bob Robinson, there's only one at Bob Robinson. There's probably a zillion Bob Robinsons out there. Okay. Robbie Robinson. That's what some call him. Anyways. The term pseudonymous is meant for writing. It's meant for like authors. Like if you're an author and you write under a different name or outside your real name, that's pseudonymous. On the internet, we call it a username. The pretentiousness, it never escapes the internet. While it is not uncommon for large transactions to occur, it may suggest the transfer could be related to the ongoing crackdown by the SEC on the industry. That's a bold assumption. Interesting. And I told you guys this, though. I did tell you guys at the beginning of the year, stay away from exchange coins. I did tell you that because they're just a target because of FTX. Which, by the way, Gary Gensler, you guys know Gary, not our Gary. We have a beautiful Gary Gensler here trapped in a cage, which he will be crawling around me starting next week when we really get him out a lot more. He pronounced vitalic buteron. Is that the correct pronunciation? I don't think so.
I've never heard a single other person say it that way. To be fair, though,
I've also never heard a single other person say Cardano is a security.
I have a co-host, T Shroom, that says Do Kwon, or Do Kwon. He says Do Kwon all the time. He pronounces names wrong, I think, on purpose at this point.
Oh, I do it on purpose sometimes too.
Yeah.
What about? There's a guy. I'm not going to say who it is. I like this guy. I respect this guy. I love this guy. But he mispronounces Satoshi Nakamoto very badly, and he does it consistently every single time. He pronounces it Satoshi Nakamoto. Writing articles isn't writing, LOL. She doesn't write articles. She writes tweets, you idiot. You dummy. Who said we're talking about writing articles? Who said that? Yes, articles would qualify for pseudonymous, I agree. Tweets do not. Would y'all stop? Grow a brain. Thank you. Thank you. I'm having a hard time today, Tim.
I can tell.
I'm having a hard time.
I can tell.
Vitalik Buterin and Polygon co-founder to send $100 million towards what? Have they become Sam Bankman-Fried? Are Sandeep and Vitalik now SBF and Caroline? Guys, we all know that was a big fraud, right? Like, we understand that, right? Can we put $100 million towards something actually useful? It might be a little bit better. I'd be curious to see who actually received this money. So, I can't. Is this money laundering? Tax reasons, tax purposes. Okay, down with that. Okay, all right, moving right on. Circle CEO says, regulate us. As company hires an ex-regulator. Yeah, I know Jeremy Allaire was all bragging. We got a guy from the government. Circle, the fintech firm behind one of crypto's largest stablecoins, named Heath Tarbert as his new chief legal officer. Anyways, Jeremy Allaire, this guy. Please regulate us. Shut up. I don't want to hear. I don't even care about the story. Jeremy Allaire is a fraud. Circle's a fraud. Goldman Sachs is a fraud. USDC is a fraud. They all work with the government, which is also a fraud. So I don't want to give them airtime. Russia's largest bank will offer crypto trading services. This is right. This is good news for blockchain industry from Russia. Golly, those Russians, they're always hurrying.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Tim.
I'm reading it's highlighted, and I missed my cue. I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
And you can take it out of my paycheck.
Whose largest bank? Esper Bank. Is that right?
Esper
Bank.
When I looked it up this morning, that's
Esper
what
Bank.
it says.
Well, look, if you looked it up, I'll lean on you.
Yeah.
Has confirmed it will offer crypto trading services. According to the announcement, the bank's customers will be able to access services related to digital assets in June. Recently, the government changed its plans regarding the development of a regulated national crypto exchange. Opting instead, as has happened since, to regulate several crypto trading platforms. There we go. All right, guys, let's go ahead and head on into the CT Minute, guys. Of course, you guys always know, sponsored by our friends there at Stake. Let's go ahead and roll the mid-roll. Oh, look at that. Date night countdown. All right, so here we are in CT Minute. This is me and my wife at the Braves game the other night. Date night countdown. We're doing date night tonight. Not at the Braves game, though, actually. Shout out to my wife. Love her. We're going out to eat night tonight. So, good news. Look at this. There she is again. Crypto T. Look at this.
No.
Pseudonymous. Pseudonymous. Golly. Did they kick me off TikTok for yelling at people? No? Oh, thanks. Kara Zabo conducting an experiment. Who's more widely known? Tom Crown or Kara? Can we put up the chat here? Put it in the
yeah.
Put it here. Who's more known? Kara or Tom Crown? All I want, look, I love Kara. Kara's great. Kara's like my favorite person on Twitter. At least in my top 5. But what I would say is I think what we're going to see is we're going to see a platform bias. We're going to see a platform bias here. We'll see what happens. Critter Lifer, her name is not Meg. I don't understand why you would say that. Her name is not Meg. Look at
Gosh.
Tom Crown may be more well known here. Oh, is that Tom Crow-wooden? Who is Tom Crow-wooden on the poll there? You can't fix it. You can't fix it.
Well,
you cannot fix it.
I wanted to keep him, he's I want to make sure he's not his real name and he's a pseudonym,
Yeah, pseudonymous.
Yeah.
Pseudonymous.
So
Tom Crow-wooden.
it was a tactic.
Where's Tom at? Somebody will go tell him we're in here. Look at Tom. We've left it on this too much. Guys, this is where you know Tom Crown, but you wish you didn't. That's how I feel when I see this picture. And that just randomly, by the way, that randomly popped up on my feed as I'm scrolling down, and we're literally talking about Tom Crown. There's Miss Team Crypto. She's making oatmeal raisin cookies. Okay. Oatmeal cookies or oatmeal raisin cookies? Go. Okay, go. Tim?
Oatmeal cookies or oatmeal raisin? Raisins are terrible, so oatmeal.
Taco, go. There we go. Oatmeal for the win. No raisin around here. Guys, I am raisinist. It is true. Here we go. We got CZ said, Gensler can destroy the U.S. crypto industry, but he can't grow crypto. That's absolutely true. I'm trying to think of what were some good tweets that I wanted to show. Let's go to my tweet or my Twitter and see what's going on in the Crypto Twitter Minute. Sometimes I bookmark some, sometimes I don't. Let's see what's going on here. You guys, don't forget we got a Charlotte meetup in 1 week. 1 week from today, Charlotte meetup. God, we can't get away from this picture.
It's everywhere.
Stop, Tom. Stop.
I think he's paying to have it advertised on Twitter. It's not that expensive at this point.
That's right.
So,
there was my thing about XRP. On the day members of Congress learned from FBI document linking them linking then VP Joe Biden to receiving $5 million from Burisma in a pay-to-play scheme. Biden's DOJ announces another phony indictment of the leading candidate for the GOP presidential nomination. Guys, is it very clear what they're trying to do to Donald Trump? This is how you know Trump is going to win. This is how you know. Trump is going to win. They're literally going to, as so far, as to try to get him indicted to go to jail so he can't run for president.
Yeah.
This is where we're at in American politics right now. I can tell you this. If we somehow are able to uproot the Democratic machine, the Democrat liberal machine, the DNC, the Democratic National Convention, if we're able to uproot them out of the presidency and out of power in the next election, it's going to get very ugly in our country. It's going to get very ugly. These people think they have it forever now. That's why they're running so unchecked. That's why Gary Gensler is doing what he's doing. We are literally seeing a coup in the United States right in front of our eyes, and people like Byron Donalds are the only ones that have the balls to stand up and say what's going on. Gary Gensler, almost a carbon copy of Mr. Burns. I can't unsee it. If we go here, we go to that. Let's see. Let's type in Gary Gensler, and Mr. Burns. Let's see here. See if we can see him. Mr. Burns can grow. There it is. Who wore it better? Who wore this better? Gary or Mr. Burns? Ben, when you get a chance, send some ICP from your NS to regular wallets faster than Lightning Network. I mean, look, we love ICP. No qualms about it. Ben just loves Trump.
Before we leave the CT minute, could you look to see how many views at this point Tucker got last night on episode 2? Because speaking of bad publicity, it's true. Like, if you want to give Trump the election, go after this indictment. It's going to make more people love him. Same thing. I gave free advice to Fox the other night on ATB. I said, do not try to attack Tucker, or his views are going to double. And when I saw last night, his views were pretty crazy. It's
40.7. The first one's 110.9.
Yeah, that's the first one. The one last night is what at this point?
What's that?
It's a 40 million. Yeah, and he's still got time to keep growing that. So.
Oh yeah. Well, I wonder what this was yesterday at this time. Hard to know.
Yeah.
I think if you click this, times a tweet was seen. There you go. I got one more thing. We got a big announcement here on hold on one second. I need to check one thing real quick. Sometimes, guys, you got to use your phone on air. It's just what you have to do. Got a big announcement. We're going to be retweeting this here in just a second. Let's see. Here it is. See what that was. Okay. All right. Let's go to Hourglass here. This is one of our partners with Bitcoin. All right. Let's see here. We are proud to announce. Here we go. Here's a tweet, guys. We are proud to announce the official prize sponsors for season 1 of the next Crypto Gym, a show that I was on an episode of. Joining Hourglass will be Bitcoin. Bitcoin is going to officially be one of the prize partners with Hourglass. We are going big on TV. This will be delivered on several OTT platforms. And unlike that other show that we do not speak of, which is going to look, by the way, that Killer Whale show, let me tell you, they kicked me off because of the FTX lawsuit. They're going to look real stupid very soon. That's what I'll tell you. They're going to look so incredibly dumb very soon. Which, by the way, I love Rand. I love Crypto Banner. I love them. I love Rand. I saw him in Miami. He's absolutely great. We'll never hear me say a bad word about him. He always says the same thing about me on the show when he criticizes me sometimes. He says, but Ben's my friend. Me and Rand are good friends. But, guys, Killer Whales put out this thing that said, everybody knows Rand Nooner from the largest live crypto show on the internet. Guys, that was literally a direct dig at me. It's been close. There was maybe a season where their live views were higher than ours for maybe a month. But guys, we're the biggest live show on crypto. In crypto, it's not even close. We can compare all of our platforms together, even just on YouTube. I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying quality's better. I mean, I always think my show's better than everybody else's, but I'm just saying they literally dug at me, which, you know, Paul Caslin, just so you know, sir, I'm that close. Piss me off one more time. Piss me off one more time, Paul. One more time. You want me to release it all? You want me to release everything? You want me to show your entire history in crypto? That close, big dog. That close. One more misstep, sir. One more. I'll do it. I don't want to hurt my friends. I got friends that are on that show. One more time, Paul. You better watch what you say on social media. You better watch it. Back to positive news. Back to positive news here. So the next Crypto Gym, we are going to be an official prize partner. Let's look at what this means. We have more announcements about this as well, by the way. This is not the only thing. Next Crypto Gym announces featured season 1 prize sponsors, including Hourglass, Bincoin, Club 3, LCX, Affinity, and NFT Entertainment. The next Crypto Gym TV show, crypto reality show, that will premiere this summer on a date to be announced soon, is proud to announce our final list of prizes. That's not a threat, Paul. Just so y'all know, that's not a threat, Paul. That's real. I see people comment on the chat. $10,000 in Hourglass from the Hourglass Collective. These are the prizes. The season 1 prize winner. I know who the winner is. $10K in Hourglass from that Hourglass Collective. $10K in Bincoin from the Bincoin Foundation. And then here we other stuff, lifetime membership, free listing on LCX Exchange, lifetime membership in the Affinity. We are one of the only 2 products that are going to be, or companies that are going to be actually putting up our coin as the prize for the winner of this show. In addition, the next Crypto Gym will feature commercials. You ready for this? Commercials from the Hourglass Collective, the Bincoin Foundation, and Squid Grow. That's right, guys. We are going to be running real, actual TV, broadcast quality commercials. And this will not be the only place that you will see these. Show will be broadcast on Bespoke TV and Insight TV, which, of course, includes, I believe, Amazon Prime and Hulu, a couple other things. I don't remember exactly what it entails. I'm obviously not the person putting out the show, but there you go. Let's see here. Say about Bincoin. With a community led by crypto icon BitBoy Crypto Armstrong, Bincoin Foundation aims to bridge the gap between Web 2 and Web 3. The Bincoin Collective has 4 pillars of crypto adoption, which are public awareness, strategic education, government regulations, and unbiased crypto news. We're going to change that term to the fairest news in crypto. I think the word unbiased is impossible, but we've got a great plan on how we can do it extremely fair. There will be no paid promotions, no paid press releases. No company will ever be able to pay for any article, any press release that will go on our new news platform that will be coming out. So there we go. So there is some now, and also in addition to this, what I would like to announce, and we're going to tweet about this as well. We're going to quote tweet it. Is that in addition to our partnership with Wait, the Bincoin Foundation. We are back to foundation. We now officially have a 501c3, so we can't say foundation now, by the way, guys. So that's big news. We have an official 501c3 nonprofit organization, the Bincoin Foundation. So that's exciting news as well. But the Bincoin Foundation and Hourglass Collective, Hourglass. My typing today. Class Collective.
Buttons are hard, man. I just realized they just told me there was like probably a 2-minute span. It was on me, not you, while we were sitting here. So.
Oh yeah, I knew that. I was wondering why you were doing that, but I thought you had a reason.
I just wanted more airtime, I guess. We'll just leave it right here. The whole show. I was kidding.
Token swap. Tag Bincoin in this. There we go. So we completed a $100,000 worth token swap between the Bincoin Foundation and the Hourglass Collective. So between Bincoin and Wait, and by the way, the stipulations for those tokens are the same. They are not going to be sold by either party. So that's why we're calling it a swap. It wasn't a buy and sell. So you might have seen some movement in some of the Bincoin addresses. That's what that was. A $100,000 token swap between the Bitcoin Foundation and the Hourglass Collective. So super excited to tweet that out. We're going to be a big partner with Next Crypto Jam. We're super excited about it. And I will tell you this, we're having a meeting next week with the people behind Hourglass, and we're going to be giving them some show ideas. We have a show idea that's going to involve Bitcoin that I hope we're going to be able to get approved and we're going to be able to produce. It's going to be absolutely, it's the most amazing idea you've ever heard. Now, I will say this. If Hourglass itself doesn't want to produce this show, we're gonna do the show anyways. We'll just do it in a YouTube style. But it's going to be something like you've never seen before. You've never seen this before in crypto, what we're going to do. But it makes total sense. So we're super, super excited about that. So always thank you to Stake for sponsoring the CT Minute. Now let's go to the NFT Corner because it's Friday and it's time to talk about it.
What's going on, everybody?
Hold on. We got to show the camera.
This thing is...
Let's talk. Let's talk about it.
Hey, it's your boy Taco here. How's it going, guys? How's it going, Ben?
Pretty good. You're looking extra meaty today.
Oh, you know, I hit the gym a little bit, played a little pickleball yesterday. How'd you guys do, by the way?
We played for 5 hours last night. We did.
Heck?
Yeah, we did 2 hours of training, and then we played for 3 hours. So it did pretty good. I mean, it's a very competitive league up there. I think I went 5-3 in my 8 games. So
yeah, I gotta sign up so I could join you. I didn't know about the signups.
yeah, so I won't be able to go for 2 weeks because I'll be in Charlotte next Thursday night, and then the week after that we'll be in Dubai, but then I'll be right back to it. So there we go. It's a ladder league, so it's kind of cool. If you win, you move up a court. If you lose, you go down a court. So pretty fun. All right, let's do it. What do you want to talk about today, Taco?
So I found these 2 articles. One is trying to ban free promotional NFTs and crypto airdrops in the UK.
Wow.
Yeah, crypto airdrops and NFTs themselves will not be banned, but using such incentives alongside promotions that encourage people to invest would be, says FCA's Matthew Long. There's a beautiful picture of the guy. So giving away free non-fungible tokens or cryptocurrencies through airdrops to promote investing in digital assets would be prohibited after the UK Financial Conduct Authority's new rules come into effect, and it's going to be October 8th. These free NFTs and airdrops, when used to promote investing in crypto products, could result in consumers buying crypto that they realize can be problematic later. So the requirements that all approvers of financial promotions have an understanding of crypto assets and have permission to act as an approver also has the potential to introduce an overly restrictive regime based on the incredibly small number of organizations which would meet the criteria for approver status. So long story short, if you have just a crypto project or an NFT project and you just want to airdrop it to people, it's allowed. But if you're kind of having a promotional aspect to it, you'll have to get approval by the FCA in the UK. So,
well, let's talk about that for a minute because I actually spoke with my lawyer about this last week because we're looking with Bitcoin to do some promotional isn't the right word, to do some I say promotional because promotional generally means temporary, right? Like you know the McRib?
Oh yeah.
Well, the McRib
comes and goes.
Well, it comes and goes. It's promotional. Like they come out for a time. You know, they want people to come to McDonald's. So the people like McRib, they come back to McDonald's. Maybe they try something else. Maybe they like it. Maybe they come back. Maybe they know it's dog meat. I don't know, but it still tastes pretty good. I actually like a McRib. I haven't had a McRib in years, though. You know what I like? I like the kind of McRib at Quick Trip. The one that comes in the bag. You know what I'm talking about?
Never say I've had one before.
Yeah, it's kind of like a McRib. It's like a microwave thing. You put it in the microwave for like 40 seconds. It comes up. I like it. I'm just saying. Guys,
Okay.
I don't eat gas station sushi like Decker, though.
Ugh, yeah, no, that's a
Decker
hard
eats
pass.
gas station sushi.
What are you doing, Decker?
He got super sick one day. We think that's what it was from. But I was talking to my lawyer, and he said that, let's take burning, for instance. Burning is okay. You can burn. However, it's kind of the same thing here. If you tell your community, if you say, hey, guys, we are going to do a token burn because we believe that if we burn all these tokens, the price will go up because we're getting rid of the supply. You cannot do that. That's not allowed. However, if you say, hey guys, we are going to do a burn because we've got all this extra coin that's sitting out there and it's not really going to use. We want to make sure that we're getting our supply to where it's all being used and circulating in the right way. And when you word it like that, It's totally okay. It's simply semantics. And so with Bitcoin, what we're considering doing is, or what we are going to be doing is, every quarter we're going to be putting up a vote to see what our community wants to do. It may be a burn, maybe it's airdrops. Once again, if it's airdrops, we got to figure out how to make it line up with what some of these new rules are coming out are. So we got to make sure, I can't commit to any of those specific things for sure. Have ARFID and we'll eat a McRib from Quick Trip. That's within my rules of ARFID. ARFID's about a system of rules for your eating. So I like those. But anyway, so that's the point. It's kind of similar with this. It all depends on how you word it. But it sounds like you actually have to get some kind of approval. You know what this means? Do you know, what do you think the result of this is going to be?
It's going to be super, super hard to apply and actually get approved, I think. So
Right. So what is that going to make people want to do?
leave the country.
Absolutely. 100%. Guys, they want us to all live in Dubai.
Hey,
That's what they want. They want us to move to
I heard
Dubai
it's a
and be a
nice
crypto
place.
mecca. You know? So, all right, what else? We've got another story, Taco?
And in other news, Kraken NFT Marketplace exits its beta phase. I have a few kind of thoughts on this. So they were in beta and they went from 70 NFT collections to 250. So they are a custodial service for these NFTs. So I was talking with Justin Williams earlier. It's almost like they have to purchase these NFTs, have custody of them, and then sell them within their exchange to its users. To actually have ownership of it, you have to transfer it out. So, I mean, there's a few positives and negatives. That you won't be charged gas to buy the NFTs on their platform. The negative is there's only 250 collections. Of those collections, Kraken had to buy these NFTs in order to populate their store, their marketplace. So other marketplaces are moving towards aggregating the whole entire blockchain.
Yeah.
So when you
not just Ethereum, some. We're going to do more than Ethereum, right?
Yeah, Polygon is coming to Cardano and Solana. So they're pigeonholing themselves into a specific amount of NFTs per collection and only having 250 to start. You're going to really have to want that NFT in order to buy it on Kraken. Otherwise, 99.999% of the other NFTs are going to be able to be purchased on these other marketplaces.
Yeah.
So positive is no gas, but they own it until you want to have custody of it. Then you're going to have to pay to.
That's interesting. Centralized exchange for NFTs.
Yeah, I don't see it taking off. I mean, this was like
what is the best upcoming NFT platform that you know
without a doubt, it's going to be Vimeo.
Oh, Vimeo. It's going to be Vimeo. Okay.
Definitely.
Cool.
I mean,
Yeah,
we're trying to cater to the customer with customer support, customer service, incentives to stay on our platform with chats within our within the collections.
Yeah.
So you don't have to go to like Discord and try and mess around with that and potentially get scammed. Because,
get rid of the Discord scammers.
Oh yeah, they're on Franklin is board, one of the biggest board apes. His Twitter is currently hacked. It's been like 24 hours, so don't click on any of his links. I think the scammer already got like 25 grand and a couple NFTs.
Wow. Oh man,
And yeah, so be careful of scams in general. And when Vimeo comes out, definitely gonna want to check that out.
And you are part of Vimeo.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh
Yep.
cool. Okay.
I'm working for Vimeo.
Well, I'm just an investor advisor.
I'm going to be the director of customer support, customer service.
Wow.
So we're going to be building out like an AI bot so it can help before you get to a customer or get to a representative. Like myself, I'll be in the Discord helping out. I built it a few months ago. It'll be launching soon. So follow their socials when it launches, get in the Discord and start chatting with us.
Yeah, there we go. It's at VOOMIO at Vimeo NFT.
Yes, sir.
So there it is right there. You guys can check it out. And I would say this. This is what I would say here. Vimeo is going to be really good. It's really exciting. They're going to be doing stuff that you haven't seen anybody else do. And we are super excited about it. But what I want to say here, Taco, is a totally separate issue. I want you to give me your 30-second thoughts on this.
Okay.
Somebody brought up Ronald the Clown in here because they're talking about McDonald's. Well, you know, my Bored Ape's name is Ronald.
Yeah, he's got the matching merch.
I do. I got the statue coming in that'll be behind us, and I also have Jessica Wildchild with the painting. Let me tell you what I'm thinking about doing. I'm thinking about burning my Bored Ape and my Mutant Ape over to Bitcoin.
So you decided on the Bored Ape too?
I think so. Why not? Why not?
So
I won't get to go to a Bored Ape party. I'm pretty sure I can get in anyway.
Oh yeah, definitely. So
Right.
it's more of like a status symbol, being one of the only, maybe one of the first handful of Bored Apes that ported from Ethereum to the Bitcoin network.
Yeah.
You're going to be a pioneer.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Then I can start. I can stop. Once it's not on Ethereum anymore, I can't collateralize it anymore and lose it on stake, and then have to buy it back every time, like I've done 3 times.
Hey, at least you got it back. That's what matters.
I got it back every time. Every time I've got it back. I'm not going to do that anymore. But I'm going to put it on. I think I'm going to put it on Bitcoin, and then it'll live there forever. I think it's cool. So we'll see. I don't know. Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Taco, for tacoing about that.
Anytime. Catch me on NFT Alpha. Videos coming out at 7 p.m. tonight.
There you go. Thank you, Taco. All right, guys, let's move on real quick. We're going to run through the rest really fast. I got to get off the show maybe about 5 minutes early today. Look at that guy. Oh, we love Taco. Taco's great. Taco was just a guy in our Pluto Alliance Discord, and now look, he works here, so guys, remember that. Free promotion. We already looked at that story. God's money. What's that?
No, here we go. This is going to be a fun one. When we're setting up this morning, we were like, all right, there's going to be some touchy territory right here.
Okay.
But we're keeping this about 2 billion people and about halal food. We're not getting into the weeds of everything. We're just talking about the Bitcoin adoption. What do we mean?
We also have this chat over here that says, did you do a deep dive on idle finance yet, Ben? Nah, I ain't done nothing on it. Idle finance? Idle? No, I haven't done anything on it.
I don't know.
Yeah, Tim, it's your job. Can you laugh? Thank you. See, it's idle fight because idle, when you're idle, you don't do anything.
I didn't know if it was IDLE
It's
or IDOL. Okay.
IDLE.
All right.
So what I said is nah, I ain't done nothing with it.
Okay. Oh goodness.
It was a really funny joke, Tim, and you just totally missed it. I have no idea what that coin is. I don't care, but I just wanted to make the dad joke there. So there it was. Dad jokes for the win. You guys already know. Okay. All right. God's money, fix the money. Here we go. This lecture attempts to answer 3 questions. Is something wrong with our current monetary and financial system? Does Islam offer an alternative, socially just economic model? Is there room for Bitcoin in the future of Islamic and Judeo-Christian finance? The commonly accepted view is that money is a medium of exchange, a store of value, and a unit of account. It is used to measure value in real goods and services, the real economy. Its essential purpose is not to be a commodity to be traded. Violent coercion was the primary enforcement mechanism to ensure debt peonage was passed through down the generations. I contend that modern economics is driven by the political ideology of lawmakers who misunderstand how the monetary system works. For example, in November 2014, the UK's House of Commons debated money creation for the first time in 170 years. And at that same time, were polled privately on the subject. 71% of British politicians incorrectly believe that only government has the power to create money, whereas 97% of the money in the UK economy is created by private banks through the act of credit creation. 71% of your politicians don't understand the most basic tenet of what money is. That's scary. Is it long? Was that all
It's
of it?
long. It's very long.
Jeesh.
Yeah.
Is this a novel?
That's what we were talking about. Is very long.
Who's the fastest reader in here? Did y'all get that? Have y'all ever seen the world's fastest reader guy? This is 25 years ago. He was like the Micro Machines guy, kind of like. He would read so fast you couldn't even understand what he was saying. Anyways. What are we doing here?
Okay, so
what happened here?
Set up well. So the whole thing is, first of all, we're talking about the whole concept here was the article that was just right back there was talking about what would happen if people of Islam were to utilize Bitcoin as a currency. We looked it up. There's 2 billion people that practice Islam right now. So what would that mean itself? And then Nick wanted us to talk about halal food. Talk about what you think of halal food. If that were to take over, would you be okay? I mean, you've talked about going to Dubai, and So
if you look at Mr. Techno Goody, he says he expected the next thing I said to be, "We wished him good luck on his future personal and professional ventures." Yeah, don't laugh again, Tim. Just don't do it one more time and see what happens. That close, Tim. No, I'm just kidding, Tim. We love Tim. We love Tim. Tim's great. Tim does a great job. Y'all should see Tim designing thumbnails in the morning.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
This is great. Tim, you're doing a great job, man.
Listen,
just so you know.
today, and by the way, Ashley does a great job actually in the thumbnail put together.
Yeah,
but we've started drawing it on the whiteboard, and the time's getting close. I was like, we might have to use my drawing as the thumbnail.
Yeah.
Someday it might happen. It might happen.
Oh, wait. What is this here? What is this? Is Vintage BitBoy?
This is Vintage BitBoy, yes. I'm excited about this.
How much are we going to watch this video?
As much as you would like, I would imagine.
Very curious to see what it is here. A Ripple love story?
I think what Nick was saying was this was like the second or third video that Nick was responsible for helping you with.
I was on vacation. That is Clearwater, Florida. I believe this is this is when I took my kids to the Super Bowl. Let's see. See what the exact date is. No, April 9th. This is the this is the day. This is the trip my Hellcat got stolen on at the airport.
Ah.
So we went to Clearwater for the Super Bowl, had such a good time. We went back in April as a family. Can't wait for Congressman Donald to get to talk to Gary. Can't wait for the attack ads on Gary and Warren in 2024. I can't either. Good job. All right, here we go. Welcome to BitBoy Crypto, the largest crypto channel in all the interwebs. My name is Ben. Every day on the channel, I show you how to make money in cryptocurrency. If you like money and you like I remember that intro.
Go ahead and make sure to hit that subscribe button. You might also win a full Bitcoin. A full Bitcoin.
You said Bitcoin.
Details down below. Also, guys, if you're in the XRP army, or if you are just in the crypto community, go ahead and smash that like button, because what I got to talk to you about today is absolutely huge. And some people may say bigger than my hair, which is hard to do.
Look at that hair.
Look at that. All right, guys, listen. Here's the thing. We got Bitcoin kind of pumping right now, kind of exciting stuff. I talk to you guys about Bitcoin and trading every day. I think what's going on right now with XRP is extremely interesting. And I'm announcing today that I'm officially joining the XRP army. Or at least, maybe I'm not going that far, okay? But I'm at least going to start adding XRP back to my portfolio. And
this is when I started falling in love with XRP.
Most people have no clue that in 2023, the best way to make money on Amazon
Can't escape
is not with physical products.
Shut up.
If we look back at what
people
happened
shilling.
with Wall Street bets and Dogecoin,
Back to XRP.
It was a financial protest. What we're seeing right now with XRP, in all reality, is a protest of the SEC. And it is a protest of the status quo, a protest of the way things have always been. If you guys watch our channel every single day, you guys know that TJ hates XRP. I'm not quite as bearish on it as he is. But the fact is, I think as a crypto community can all look and join forces together and see the reverberating effects that this is going to have, this case between the SEC and Ripple Labs, the reverberating effects it's going to have. And I read an article this morning, and it wasn't necessarily from a crypto site. It was from
This was 2 years ago. Over 2 years ago.
It was extremely fascinating.
I have YouTube Premium.
Starting to see a path
I'm not logged in
for Ripple. I didn't even think that 2 or 3 days ago, but it looks like there's a chance that this could go down as the largest hallmark case in the history of cryptocurrency, in the history of digital assets, maybe even in the history of the SEC. And you guys know, as bad as TJ hates XRP, we all said the other day, the SEC is really the entity that we should really see change from. Now, I could get into...
We can watch this entire video. We don't have time. But, man, that's a good video.
That's good takes.
Guys, I have a lot of good takes. It's so crazy what people say about me on the internet. He's wrong about everything. We predict so much stuff years in advance about how big this case was going to be. I said back then I didn't think that they would win. I was saying that before that, and that was the day that I turned. And I did join the XRP Army. Now, I was not the true master and commander of the XRP Army yet, but I did become the self-proclaimed a little bit later. So, wow. Interesting. Okay. Speaking of XRP, which, of course, is brought to you guys by Stake. If you guys would like to if you'd like to play games with crypto, all you got to do is go to bitboycrypto.com/stake, and you guys can sign up, depending on if you're on the U.S. side or you're international. right there on the site. And we are working on a full page, by the way, guys. It'll be done, not this week, but we're anything that we have a link for, we're putting it on one page. So, that's going to be a big deal there. Ripple case more crucial than ever amid Coinbase, Binance, SEC crackdown. If only there was somebody in April of 2021 that was trying to tell you how important this case was,
We'll have to go. We'll dig for that video.
We'll try to dig for that video. Yeah. Whether XRP is ruled as security or not, the Ripple case will have an influence on the two latest crypto exchange lawsuits. Crypto lawyers told Cointelegraph. The judges presiding over Coinbase and Binance's lawsuits will likely watch the results of the SEC versus Ripple case closely. Lawyer James Murphy, we love Meta Lawman. He does a lot of good stuff, sends me a lot of emails. He's been on the show actually before, I believe, explaining in a series of tweets that a favorable outcome for Ripple could undermine the entire basis for the SEC's case against both Coinbase and Binance. This makes me think the case is going to end closer to the end of July.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. Because this kind of makes sense. Because I think we're going to have a long, boring summer when the XRP case ends. Throw that X up, by the way, if you're in the XRP army. When the case ends, we're going to altcoin market's going to go crazy, right? Then we're going to get the relistings and the whole 9 yards. So very interesting. Very, very, very interesting.
I mean, do you think, Ben, that okay, so all these recent lawsuits is just they knew they're going to lose hard when they lose the Ripple case, but it's like, can we FUD as many people as possible right now, and then it'll be a one fell swoop. XRP Ripple wins, and then Coinbase and Binance case goes away.
Well, I don't know if they'll see. It's kind of this thing where the SEC wants to make sure what you're saying is correct, but the SEC wants to make sure that they get all these enforcement actions in before that happens. You see what I mean?
Yep.
Because once the enforcement action is in, then I think they'll get to follow up on it, even if it's a losing effort. So, yeah, very interesting. Mac, I see your comment. The fact you said that 37 times makes me not want to look at it and not care, just so you know. If it's that great, then you don't have to tell me that many times. Let it speak for itself. All right, Q&A real quick. Do we have one, don't we, or two?
I think we have two.
All right, BitBoy Crypto, where should I put the rest of dry powder? 95 USD. He has a total of 29,600 in his portfolio. He's got 29,600 in Bitcoin. Okay, that's a pretty good portfolio. It's a pretty good portfolio. I would like to see you increase your XRP and your ADA and at least one of your layer 2 networks. That's what I'd like to see.
It's a good time to increase that ADA bag.
It is. Eddie sees his $10,000 portfolio. He's got 15K H-bar. I've been so shocked at how many people have H-bar as number one in their portfolio. It's very interesting. Look, I'm going to tell you the same thing I tell just about everybody that has a portfolio like you have here. You need more Ethereum in there. Guys, you need to have Ethereum or Cardano or XRP, I believe, is your number one bag. Or Bitcoin. Bitcoin will work as well. I think some of these other ones are a little riskier. I'm not saying H-bar is risky, like it's not going to do well, but you just want to lead with your more stable assets. I do think it's a great time to add Cardano. So hoping for 100K to 200K. I think it's definitely possible. I think you're going to probably hit that range. And that's good. All right, guys. That is all I got for today. You guys be blessed. Have a great weekend. Good boy out.